It has been about a year since the Mazda CX-60 was launched in Malaysia, but this midsize SUV still flew under many people's radar. But I think there are 3 solid reasons why this is the most underrated Japanese SUV on our market. First, of course, in terms of design, because the CX-60 here is the first model under Mazda's new large product group, and it sets a new benchmark for future Mazda SUVs design. As you can see from its distinct front face featuring this new LED headlights design and the new front grille. And at the back, you also get distinctive LED taillights that are slimmer and much more sleeker compared to the ones you see on the CX-5 and the CX-8. But more importantly, it retains Mazda's signature Kodo design language featuring an elongated front hood and a sporty rear end. And this midsize SUV also rides on this large 20-inch alloy wheels. And last but not least, the CX-60 is quite a large SUV, measuring over 4.7 meters in length. It's actually larger compared to the Honda CR-V, Toyota Harrier and the Lexus NX, and it's actually on par with many other European midsize SUVs like the BMW X3 and the Volvo XC60. Right, reason number 2 is that the CX-60 gets a pretty high-tech and premium cabin, but it still retains Mazda's signature driver-centric layout. We'll start with the amenities where you get this full-color digital meter cluster with a head-up display. You also get the central infotainment display that supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, wireless charging pad, multiple USB-C charging ports, but at the same time, you still get lots of dedicated controls and physical dials. For example, to switch the infotainment, this is not a touchscreen. You need to use the central dial here, just like many other Mazda cars out there. You also get this dedicated panel for the climate adjustment and lots of buttons on the steering wheel for the media control and for the ADAS adjustment. As for the Porsche amenities, you'll get this powered steering, which is quite fancy to see. In this price segment, you also get this nice Bose sound system, lots of soft touch materials, this premium leather upholstery, but unfortunately, the 2 front seats are only powered, they are not ventilated. I wish Mazda would have swapped this full panoramic sunroof, which looks quite nice but not so ideal in Malaysia, for a pair of ventilated seats at the front. Alright folks, we're happy to report that life at the back seat of the CX-60 is quite decent and spacious. I mean, take a look, I've got plenty of legroom, quite decent headroom. I also get amenities including this dual dedicated aircon vents, 2 USB charging ports, and even a built-in armrest with 2 cup holders. I do have to point out, however, the central tunnel of this car is a bit tall. I mean, this is of course a rear-wheel drive car, meaning that 3 adults at the back here won't be the most comfortable thing, but if you've got 2 adults and 1 kid, and this should be quite decent. But thanks to its strictly 2-row 5-seater layout, you'll get this large cargo space at the back, meaning that this car, while it is built to be a driver-centric SUV, is still quite a practical one for you and your family. And last but not least lies on the CX-60's unique and driver-centric mechanical setup. Like I mentioned earlier, the CX-60 underpins Mazda's latest large product group platform, which the platform itself is being developed with a rear-wheel drive bias and a longitudinal engine layout. But unfortunately for the Malaysian market, the CX-60 is offered in a single 2.5-litre 4-cylinder naturally aspirated Skyactiv G petrol engine, delivering still 191 PS and 261 Nm of torque. But new for the CX-60 is the 8-speed transmission, replacing the previous 6-speed unit, which is much smoother in this larger SUV. But more importantly, this is a proper sports car SUV, as it comes with a rear-wheel drive layout, so meaning that driving dynamics is going to be a bit different with many other front-wheel drive SUVs out there. But my only gap is that if only Mazda Malaysia offer the CX-60 in the much peppier with the signature 3.3-litre inline-6 engine, then I think this car would be a bona fide conti-killer.